University College London, one of the several unis across Britain that are upping fees to £9,000 from next year. But amongst all the talk of keeping student debt down, how much does the average 18-year-old know about managing their own finances? Not enough, according to the debt charity Consumer Credit Counselling Service, which is why they are pressuring the government to introduce compulsory financial education into schools.
Well, last year we had about 750 18 and 19-year-olds come to us for help because they were struggling to repay credit cards, loans and other kinds of unsecured debt. The average amount they owed was about £2,200, and we're very concerned that young people are able to run up such high levels of debt really within years or even months of being able to secure credit when they turn 18.
So what's fueling this modern problem?
We do tend to find that amongst younger clients, a lack of budgeting is more of a problem than for clients in general. We've seen about a 37% rise in the last 2 years of the number of 18 and 19-year-olds, the in-betweener generation, if you like, come to us for help.
But what does this in-betweener generation think about compulsory financial education? I headed down to the London School of Economics and chatted to some new students to find out.
Yeah, I think they should, because now we've come to university, we're finding it quite difficult to deal with it. So we've spent the past couple of hours searching for jobs ourselves, so we just, I think it's quite essential as part of everyday life.
I think there's possibly an argument for it, certainly not as an individual subject. Perhaps within mathematics, I think there's an argument for making mathematics more relevant to modern society.
As a subject in itself, I can't see how it would replace another subject within the curriculum.
I think obviously children should follow a good example from their parents, so as long as the parents know how to manage their money, I think the child should be fine.
And I put this issue of the role of parents in financial education to Helen Dent, Chief Executive of the charity Family Action.
I think kids learn from a very early age about how parents manage their money. You've only got to go to a supermarket and see, sort of kids being told, put that back, we can't afford that this week, or do you think money grows on trees, is something that, parents say. But I do think there's a role for schools, and I think schools are really, really in a strong position. I mean, first of all, I think they can teach about systematic budgeting, how you put together a sheet, the sorts of things you've got to include. But more importantly, they've got a role in terms of things that a lot of parents won't know about, which is like debt management. So, can they help kids to work out the right sort of places to go to, or sensible places to go to if they want to do debt? Do they need to go to university in order to achieve what they want to achieve? What will be the impact of student loans going forward? They will not be short of opportunities to build up debt. The question, I think, for schools and what they should be doing is about how to manage debt, how to avoid debt, and the challenges of getting out of debt once you're in it.
But this certainly isn't just a problem for young people. In fact, statistics from the Consumer Credit Counselling Service show that the largest level of debt is actually with the over 60s. And with this problem only set to get worse in the current financial climate, maybe it's time for a concerted effort from both the government and other outside bodies to let those struggling with debt know what help they can get and where they can find it.